You are now watching Fourth and Inches.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on them benches, boy. I was in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. Put me in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage.
All right, y'all, man. Welcome back to Fourth and Inches. It's your boy Nick. I got my boy Dreek with me.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna jump on in. We got 4 games to talk about. Let's start on the East Coast, man. You got number 16 Duke on the road, number 4 Florida State. Florida State is favored by 14 and a half. I think that's a big line. What you think gonna happen in this game, man? I believe I saw reports that Riley Leonard, the starting quarterback from Duke, should be back for this game, but it's iffy.
Yeah. Game time decision, basically.
Basically, from what I've been reading, that's what they saying. They saying that he gonna try to go, but and the coaches ain't gonna necessarily put out no definitive. Yeah, he gonna play. No, he ain't. So that is what it is right now.
Yeah. Well, even with him, the fact that Florida State home, they know they can't sleep on Duke. Uh, I think Florida State gonna win, but I think it's gonna be closer than 14 and a half. Duke been playing pretty good ball.
To me, it all hinges on is Riley Leonard gonna play or not. Because without him, I don't feel like they got a chance at all. And I feel like Florida State will cover that 14 without him because Duke's offense just it ain't gonna be able to generate enough points. Like he makes that big of a difference on their team. And Florida State got the weapons that it's matchup problems all over the field. Oh, another caveat: Johnny Wilson might not play for Florida State. That's a 6'7" receiver. They say he's
Yeah.
gonna be questionable too. He been out. I think he was out the last 2 games. He might come
What
back.
number?
He might
What?
not. You said what number is? I want to say he's 17.
Okay. Yeah. That's one of their main receivers. But long as number 4 playing, they gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, he a problem. I don't know how he ended up at Michigan State and how Michigan State let him leave. But boy, listen, he probably gonna be the number 1 receiver took next year. No disrespect to Marvin Harrison Jr., but give me Keon Coleman every day, all day, every day.
Yeah. But see, it's any given Saturday, man. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. At least early, at least in the first half, I think gonna be good. Now, if Florida State coming out and do how they did LSU and lean on them with the run game a little bit and try to wear them down in the second half, then they might pull away. But if Duke ain't falling for that, if they ain't allowing them to do that to them, I think it's gonna be a good game. And the reason I say that is because, like I say, for one, any given Saturday, any team can lose, and two, Boston College was a field goal away from beating Florida State. You know what I'm saying? But that was in Boston College. But still, that just goes to show they beatable. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
fact,
I ain't gonna count Duke out because, like I say, Duke been playing pretty good ball. You know what I'm saying?
man.
But
If it was me, bro, if I was Mike Norvell, I'll do the same thing at Florida State that I feel like Kirby should have did at Georgia. You got a night game against a conference opponent. It's a ranked game. Man, go all black, man. What are unconquered jerseys? You know what I'm saying? Tell the fans to black out the stadium. Man, those folks will run Duke up out the building. Especially you come out there and you hit him in the mouth a couple times, hit him with the run and the pass. Yeah, they run Duke up out the building.
yeah, they might. Like I
Well,
say, they the home team. So
that's
I'm
what I'm
I'm,
saying.
I'm gonna
That's what I'm saying
I'm,
though. Like people don't understand, man. With college, emotion play a big part of it. So you should play into that emotion and make it your advantage versus, oh no, we got nameless, faceless opponents. Like that thought process don't work all the time. Ask Nick Saban. Anyway,
the goat. Yeah, he got all the answers now.
he clearly ain't. That's why they lost to Texas at home because he ain't had answers.
The
Number
GOAT.
14,
Oh,
Utah on the road. Number 18, USC. USC coming off a loss. Utah 5-1. USC 6-1. The backstory to this is real simple. Utah been spanking the babies the last couple of years. You know, last year they cost USC a chance at the college football playoff. So USC should be in, revenge mode. And they got the game at home. And Utah starting quarterback is another question mark for this game. He been out pretty much the whole season. But they saying hey, he been back in practice. He may start the game Saturday.
another game time decision.
Of course. Because again, coaches ain't gonna tell you whether they're gonna play or not.
Exactly.
I don't think he gonna play though. Cause like I said, he been out the whole season already. So until I see him play, man, I don't believe he gonna play. They've been saying that's in week 2.
Yeah, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. But I'm gonna give USC the edge. I feel like, well, then again, I can't say that because Utah looked pretty good when they thumped Florida. They
With the
look.
2 backups.
You said with their backups.
Yeah, they've been playing both of the backups. I don't know who's supposed to be number 2, but they've been playing both of them. So and one is more dynamic. He's more of a runner. The other one is more of a pocket passer, but he can move. So I mean, it ain't like they out there with some scrubs, but they not Cam Rising though. Cam Rising the type of QB put the whole team on their back and toe. He basically Utah version of Caleb Williams.
Oh well, yeah. I don't know, man. It might be a good game. I don't know. Now that's gonna be a hard one to pick.
I ain't gonna pick it because if Cam Rising don't play, there's no reason that Utah should beat USC. But I can't trust USC because their defense is trash and their quarterback has a tendency to try to do too much. And then he got an arrogance and an attitude where he want to get to the sideline and yell at everybody else. Like, no, playboy, you threw that interception. That's on you.
I'll shut my door.
You know what I mean? So when you have stuff like that going on, to me, that can affect a lot of the dynamics within the team itself. And once you start losing the team, man, that thing can go downhill super fast.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
so maybe they can rectify the situation, get everybody back on the same page. But what I saw last weekend was not a good sign.
I mean, USC got the offensive power to put up points. But like you said, their defense is trash. So I think if Utah can get something going offensively and not even stop, but just slow down USC offense, I
They
think
got a
they got a
chance.
good win. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a chance. They can get it to the fourth quarter. They got a good chance to pull it out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I was gonna say the biggest game of the day, but to you, it ain't gonna be the biggest game. But the biggest game to America,
Not
undefeated.
even the big America.
Oh no, this is definitely the biggest game in America. Is undefeated number 7 Penn State on the road, and undefeated number 3 Ohio State. Big noon kickoff. Ohio State is favored by 5. That's a lot of points to be favored by.
You think so? That's less than a touchdown though.
So here's my thing. I don't believe in Ohio State's offense. Kyle McCord is not that dude to me. He's just not. And for Ohio State to take advantage of the receivers that they have, you got to have a quarterback that can get them the ball. That's not really panned out too well. So maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't like that, and he can't get open like that. Or maybe C.J. Stroud was better than we gave him credit for. Or maybe the dude that's playing now just ain't as good as they thought he was gonna be. Either way,
I,
they've been having some issues in the passing game.
I think CJ Stroud might be a little better than he was given credit for the simple fact of he playing pretty good in the NFL to be a rookie. If I'm not mistaken, he actually on track to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Without question. It's
So
him. It's him and him.
yeah, so I think he a little better than what he got credit for.
And he got a lot of credit now. The man went all the way to New York.
Yeah, he got a lot of credit now.
So the thing is, though, like I said, man, the offense just ain't being, what everybody expected it to be. On the flip side of that, though, their defense has been much improved this year than it was last year. So long as your defense good, you're gonna have a chance in games.
Oh yeah, of
And
course.
on the flip side of that, Penn State ain't really played nobody, but Drew Aller has looked like that guy. Like he has 0 turnovers on the season. I think he the only Power 5 quarterback that can say that. Like
Yeah, they
0
got.
turnovers. So
Well, I mean, that can be a both a good. I mean, it's a great stat, but it can be a good thing for them in this game. It can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing because when you get a turnover, you finally get a turnover. If you was to get a turnover this game, it's in a big game because this is a big game.
on the
Uh,
road,
on the road, and you're gonna be in a hostile environment because it's a rivalry. It's slick a rivalry.
it is.
Uh, so I don't know how will he respond.
We won't know until it happens.
You know what I'm saying? Will the moment be too big for him? Has he really been tested this season?
Not at
Obviously
all.
not.
Not at all.
He ain't no picks. So how is he gonna respond to some adversity if he was to get tested?
Great question. Like I say, we won't know till Saturday. Um, Add on to that, they also have probably the best running back duo in America. Michigan will argue against that, but hey, I ain't picking. They got one of. The only problem
Yeah,
with that is
and you got to think about only problem with that is everybody know that, so that's gonna be Ohio State main focus is stopping the run because that's what they don't want Penn State to get in there and do is be able to run the ball how they want to run it.
exactly. That's exactly where I'm finna go with it. And the strength of Ohio State's defense has been stopping the run. Again, they ain't really been tested outside of the Notre Dame game, but hey, it is what it is. It's a big test Saturday. You got basically strength on strength, Ohio State defense versus Penn State offense. And then Penn State defense is pretty good. They got one of the better corners in America. He gonna be on Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. has some issues getting off of press man coverage. So if I know that, Penn State know that, and they're gonna be
Yeah,
up in his face. And Emeka Ibuka will be out. So that's a big weapon that's gonna be out for Ohio State.
yeah,
I still think Ohio State gonna be able to pull it out, man. They at home. Like this a must win to me. For Ryan Day, this a must win. Like you done lost the
so,
last 2 seasons to Michigan. You can't be losing Penn State too.
I mean, yeah, yeah, but Nick, this might be my upset pick of the week, man. Just for the simple fact that, like I say, it's a big game, it's a rivalry game. Penn State already the underdogs, you know what I'm saying? But with Ohio State and Penn State, they go back and forth, man. That they really go back and forth with winning.
No, they don't.
Um,
No, they do not.
yeah, Penn State just beat Ohio State a couple years ago.
Man, James Franklin is. I think they say he 4-12 or something like that against Penn State. I mean against Michigan,
Ohio State.
Ohio State, and Michigan State. What the hell?
Man. I like Penn State for the upset.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I mean Ohio State, they all right. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they do. But I mean, I ain't seen nothing from them to make me just be like, oh yeah, Ohio State, yeah, they them boys it.
Oh no. I have no confidence in And Ohio State's offense for real, but their defense has been locked down. But again, they only play Michigan. I mean, they only play Notre Dame. That I consider like a real decent team. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? This is really both first big test of the entire season. But moving on to the most important game for you. For you. Don't nobody else
The big,
care outside of the SEC.
the biggest game of the day, man.
How? Both of y'all got L's already.
The biggest game of the day.
Man, it's the third Saturday in October. You
Yeah,
got
and the reason the game is so big is because both of us already got a loss.
and
So
Tennessee spanked that behind last
play,
year.
playoff implications are on the line here.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Y'all
Because
ain't even top 10
team
team,
lose,
man. Y'all not going.
either team lose, you're done.
Y'all already done.
I mean, that's easy for you to say. That's easy for you to say. I expect that from you.
Of course you do. Of course,
I
man.
expect
Listen,
that from you. You know,
listen. I feel like
you
I
hate
feel like an
you hate.
Alabama fan watching Georgia and Auburn play, man. I hope both of y'all lose.
Speaking of Auburn, they got Ole Miss this week.
Man, Ole Miss gonna beat the brake shoes off Auburn.
I don't know. Auburn like to beat y'all, so you
Mm-hmm.
never know how it go.
You right. That was cute. That was cute.
Now, had I been coaching them, they probably would have beat y'all because I would have took them field goal. But we ain't gonna get all back into that again. We don't have that discussion.
Man, it's so many things that should have been done differently in the Auburn game, but it is what it is, though. But back to
But
this.
yeah,
Number 17, Tennessee, on the road in Tuscaloosa. Number 11, Alabama. Alabama is a 9-point favorite. This is the CBS game of the week, so it's kicking off at 3:30.
for
So,
sure.
Mr. Alabama fan, give me your breakdown. 'Cause I already know who you picking, but give me
Yeah,
your how funny man said, your fanalist opinion.
my finalist opinion. This game, in my opinion, is gonna be won in the trenches because if we already give up a lot of sacks, we like I just seen it earlier, fifth, fourth, third, maybe third in the nation. We're giving up sacks. We done gave up the third most sacks, I believe. But on the flip side, our defense is in top 3 for most sacks. Yeah, our defense is the top 3 for having the most sacks. So I think it's Texas A&M got 27 sacks. I think Penn State, got 26 and we got 25, something like that. So I mean, I feel like both teams gonna try to tune in on stopping the run and making the quarterback beat them from the pocket because I mean, neither one of these quarterbacks really put fear in you as far as standing in the pocket trying to throw the ball around to put up numbers. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them really got name strike fear in nobody. Tennessee defensive front, they good at creating pressure and getting sacks. So that's why I said it's gonna be one in the trenches. What can our offensive line do? They've been shaky. 1 week you see them, they look decent. 1 week they look like scrap. You don't know what version you're gonna get this week. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, based on that, what they do up front. For Tennessee, pretty much the same story. Can they offensive line keep our defensive line at bay to try to give Joe Milton time to throw the ball, or will he be sacked a lot? But I will say this: Tennessee offense ain't as good as it was last year, and our defense is better than it was last year. That's about the only positive I see right now, if I'm being honest. Even as an Alabama fan, our offense, we ain't scaring nobody. Ain't nobody scared our offense. But our defense is a lot improved. We're a lot better than we was last year. And Tennessee offense ain't as good as it was last year. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a close game. We're a 9-point favorite, but I doubt we'll cover that. Even that little 9-point spread, I doubt we'll cover the spread. I think it's gonna be a close game, go down to the wire. Probably the team with last possess the ball win the game.
That's interesting. So, me personally, like I watched some of the A&M Tennessee game last week, and I feel like this game gonna be
I watched the highlights of that, and what's crazy is that don't even look like the same Texas A&M team that we played. You know what I'm saying?
it did. It looked real. I
Maybe
don't know, man.
because they was home. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because they was home when we played them, and then this, you know how these head coaches is with their head coach and our head coach and their words, and you know what I'm saying? I felt like they looked at our team as a bigger game than the Tennessee game.
I mean, that's possible, but uh, I feel like Tennessee defensive line was able to cause so much disruption that A&M was not able to basically execute the passing game that they wanted to. And then on the flip side of that, A&M probably has the best defensive line. Like it would
Yeah,
say, let's
they
say the
top
two deep.
as far as sacks. You know what I'm saying? I think they leading the nation in sacks.
I don't just mean sacks though. I mean like just as far as being able to
Generating
play.
pressure.
Like they could play with 4 down and not blitz and cause you all kind of problems in the run game and the pass game. And when you're able
Yeah.
to do that with 4, it allow you to do way more, stuff on the back end with as far as your coverages go.
I'm
So
gonna tell you another crazy stat too after you finish, but go ahead.
if it's me, if I was Alabama, my game plan would be real simple. It'll be what they talked about this entire summer. Oh, we're gonna run the ball, we're gonna run the ball, because your defense is that good. A&M offense is decent. I like Max Johnson, but if you get pressure on any quarterback, it's gonna cause them an issue. And A&M offensive line is decent, but they not world beaters. You know what I mean? And Alabama's offensive line ain't great at pass blocking. But I wouldn't expect them to be great at pass blocking when 3 of y'all is over 350. They can't move like that. But
Yeah.
what they can do is get downhill and move people. So I would use my strength, which is my offensive line and my run game. And yeah, A&M strength is a defensive line, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Like until you show me that you're gonna be able to stop my run game consistently, I'm gonna hit you in your mouth with this run game. And I'm gonna try to shorten the game and lean on my defense. Old school Alabama, like when Derrick Henry was there.
Yeah.
That would be my game plan.
I mean that's a great game plan to have. But let me tell you a crazy stat that I was going to tell you. Okay, so against Texas A&M, we had a grand total of, I believe, 23 rushing yards. That's with them taking off yards for the sacks and all that stuff that subtract from the rushing yards. But we had 23. We had 23 rushing yards in that game. Even with the win, we only had 23 rushing yards that game. Okay, Tennessee had over 200 yards rushing that game.
Yo, it's crazy. I was just saying A&M, and I meant Tennessee the whole time.
Oh, you meant Tennessee?
Yeah, I meant Tennessee, saying that would be my game plan for Alabama against Tennessee. But they similar teams though, because they defensive line is that good. Tennessee defensive line is a little more. I feel like they're a little more lighter. They're a little more athletic than A&M's is overall. So yeah, man, I'm gonna have to hit them in the mouth. You got to show me I can't run the ball. And I ain't saying
Yeah.
just come out in 3 plays, run the ball and punt, but I'm saying we gonna lean on this run game. We gonna still shorten the clock. You know what I mean? We gonna get up out of here with this dub like that. What they used to call it, the anaconda style,
Yeah.
like
But
that.
let me say this. What they say about Tennessee defense. Their strong point is the defensive line. They got
Absolutely.
a great line, but they say that back end is very suspect. But the thing is, like we just said, our offensive line ain't great at pass blocking to give Jalen Miro time to really throw the ball deep on them. But if they can hold up and get him time to get that ball off, everybody know he got a great deep ball. If we can hit him deep for 3-4 plays, you know what I'm saying, and kind of make that line back off a little bit, you know what I'm saying, then maybe we set up a like a shotgun run, you know what I'm saying, like we line up in shotgun, but we hand the ball off once we can get that defensive line kind of on their toes a little bit. Then
I mean,
that
and you gotta
that
allow
was
Jalen
my game.
Milroe to be a football player, man. You can't just ask him to stand in the pocket. Cause
That's
that ain't his game. And you gotta
that,
get him on some rollouts, get him on the edge, give him an opportunity to run the ball, throw the ball. You know what I mean? You gotta tailor the game plan to what he's good at and help him be successful.
see what I think. What I think is they done got in Jalen Milroe head so much because at first he used to be he ain't hesitate to take off. He'll look if he don't see his first read open, he taking off. But now I think they done got in his head so much. Now it's like half of the sacks that we got, I can't even blame the offensive line because a lot of them come from him holding on to the ball too long. He back there running around, and then instead of him going ahead and throwing the ball away or you know what I'm saying, trying to get out of bounds, he looking downfield still and then get hit. You know what I'm saying? So all the sacks that we got, I can't put that on the offensive line because some of them he did to himself. You know what I'm saying? He sees something shut down the field instead of him going and running, getting rid of the ball. He hold on to it, hoping something got there and somebody pop open and they get to him.
But see, that's my thing. That go back to coaching because
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they done got in his head too much. They try to turn him into a pocket passer. Now he
and
feel
he
like
not that. He not.
he don't want to sit back there and run like he used to now. Now he trying to be what they want him to be. But
And
that's not his.
I ain't saying that one read it ain't there take off. But that's why I was saying, man, you got to move them around, get them out of pocket, because they help your offensive line because the defense can't go to one spot. B, if you hit them on a play action, roll out, kind of like what San Francisco be doing, Kyle Shanahan them. When you roll
Yeah.
him out, okay, you got two options, 1, 2. If they ain't there, tuck it and go. Get you 5, 10 yards, get out of bounds, get down, whatever. You know what I mean?
The
Live
best
and play another play.
the best I seen him play, I ain't gonna say the best, but one of his better games was against Ole Miss because they let him be him. You know what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
actually designed run plays with him and he was getting 10, 15, 20 yards taking off with the ball. You know what I'm saying? That was the best game plan they had for him. But that was only that one game. You know what I'm saying?
And that's gonna have to be consistently their game plan, at least in my personal opinion. But hey, one more game I want your thoughts on before we get up out of here, because we've already been here too long if we're being real.
Yes, sir.
You got South Carolina on the road at number 20 Missouri. Man, Shane Beamer like he on the hot seat, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he really is for real. He doing real good in recruiting. They had a real good season last year. But right now they 2-4. They on the road. Missouri 6-1. They one loss coming to LSU and they really had a chance to win that game.
Right.
Missouri is favored by 7.5. Hey man, I feel like this is gonna be a toss up, man. If Carolina win, I won't even be surprised.
I would.
I won't, man. South Carolina has a decent team.
Missouri, a pretty decent team. They playing good ball this year.
They
You know what I'm
are.
saying? They riding that high wave. They 6-1. They hadn't had a record this good since dang near when they first came to the SEC.
Yeah, Michael
Uh,
Sam's in them, that whole squad.
yeah, when they won the East
Twice.
2 years in a row. But yeah, Missouri looking good, man. I'm gonna be surprised if South Carolina go up there and win. Now, if South Carolina was home, then maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I would still pick Missouri to win, but definitely picking them to win at home. Uh,
I like
no,
South Carolina, man. That's gonna be my upset pick this week, man. I like Carolina, and I don't have no legit reason why. I just feel like South Carolina gonna be able to go out there and get them problems and make it a 4-quarter game. And if you can make it a 4-quarter game, you got a chance.
yeah, that's any week, any team. If you can make it,
Exactly.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I think Missouri they trying to keep that SEC East record clean.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they trying,
play,
but
y'all play them in a couple weeks.
something like that.
I
Right,
think y'all
right
got
now we just focused on Florida, and don't nobody else matter.
man. Florida don't matter.
I mean, we got Florida, Missouri, Tennessee, Georgia Tech.
Okay, so yeah, I think they're gonna try to keep that SEC East clean. They lost already to LSU over there in the West, but I feel like when they go up against y'all, I don't know, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, they might walk in this game sleeping, worrying about Georgia. I ain't gonna say worrying, but overlooking South Carolina. You know how that go.
I mean, if I was them, I'd overlook South Carolina because hey, you got Georgia next. It's Georgia.
That's what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
forgot a game. So Georgia remaining schedule is Florida, Missouri,
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss, at Tennessee, and then at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I need Ole Miss to keep winning. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that to happen. I need Missouri to get this dub just for me personally, even though I think South Carolina might get them people. And then Tennessee gonna spank Alabama. Yeah, let's get it. Tennessee spank Alabama. Missouri beat Carolina. And,
That's perfect. That'll be your perfect weekend, ain't it?
hey man, listen, it can't get no. I take that back. It could get better. I kind of need Alabama to win. So that way when we beat them in the SEC championship game, it look better. But at the same time, if Tennessee spank y'all, that mean LSU will
Nick,
probably go.
Nick, Nick,
No, I
Nick,
need y'all to win. I need y'all to win.
Nick, Nick,
Yeah,
listen to me.
I need y'all to win.
Listen to me real quick.
What's happening?
Georgia is not like that no more, man.
Hey man.
The last 2 years is exactly what they are. History.
Okay,
Y'all not
cool.
like
In 2023,
Auburn done gave the blueprint. Kentucky couldn't pull it off because they kept shooting themselves in the foot and getting y'all chance after chance. And
you,
y'all was at home
did you just say
with them.
Auburn gave y'all the blueprint?
Yeah. All you gotta do is line up and run the ball.
First of all, if
And
that
I'm
was the
pretty sure
case,
we're a better
hold
running
on,
team
hang
than
on,
Auburn.
hang on. If that was the case, why was Kentucky not successful when that's their
I,
entire offense?
I just told you why. They kept shooting themselves in the foot.
They
I,
weren't
I
doing
started
that no way.
I was watching the game. The first couple of possessions Kentucky had, them boys was running the ball on y'all.
Them boys were running the ball because they
Pick-
was holding
They
it. That's why
picked
they
up,
kept getting open.
they picked up where Auburn left off. They was
Them-
running the ball on y'all, but they kept on getting dumb penalties.
That's how they
Uh,
was able to run the ball. What do you mean?
dumb. No, I ain't talking about dumb like holding. I'm talking about like
They was getting
what
holding calls,
tight ends
blocking the
out of
back calls,
uh,
clipping.
touchdown. They kept shooting themselves in the foot, but they was running the ball, man.
With,
They were moving the ball on y'all.
without holding on the edge, they would not have been able to run the ball. It was the
So how
same
was Auburn?
person, 62.
How was Auburn able to run the ball on y'all like that? Then
How was Auburn able to run the ball? Because
yes,
Auburn
sir.
had a great game plan to run the ball on the edge. They had a
All
great
right.
game plan for it.
So that's the game plan. Then run it on the edge, and you are gonna get done.
Kentucky tried to do the
Kentucky
same
started out the
thing.
same. They was running on the edge, and they was getting yards on y'all boys.
They was getting
Every
holding
play,
calls.
every play wasn't a holding call. And I'm
Bro,
watching
they
the game
had
the
like
first
3
quarter.
holding calls, bro.
I'm just saying, every play wasn't a holding call. Now I'm watching the game. The first quarter, I'm watching the game. It wasn't holding on every play. Them boys was getting yards on y'all. Then they
Okay,
started shooting
cool.
this.
Okay, cool. So why weren't they
So
able to
so for
run
you
the
to say
ball
what
the
y'all
rest of the
too
game?
good, to be
So
honest,
so why
you
weren't they
really
able to
scared.
run the ball the rest of the game?
You really scared of us,
Scared of who?
Alabama. You don't want to play us for real.
Boy, I love to see Jalen Miro. He gonna be my best friend. He like
You
Anthony
you
Richardson. He like to get the ball to the other team.
you would get nervous
Nervous about what?
playing us.
Not at all. I would
You
much
know,
rather play Alabama than LSU.
no, you won't. That defense gonna shut all that shit down. Y'all be calling
What
y'all self,
defense?
boy.
What
I,
defense? Kool-Aid?
I,
Oh, but
I
Kool-Aid,
agree.
that's cake. That's
All right.
free. Kool-Aid gonna get about 3 pass interference penalties because he can't cover nobody. He got to tackle you. He probably still lead the nation in pass interference calls.
You meant pass breakups.
Nah, I mean pass interference because he get called for at least 2 a game.
Nah, that's a lie.
Well, how many he had against Texas? About 3.
since you off tomorrow, I know you might be talking about the first year when we played Texas and
No,
Texas.
I'm talking about this year against because he got AD Mitchell. That was a touchdown. Not Isaiah Nair. What's the other dude name? Isaiah Worthy, Xavier Worthy. I know he had
Xavier.
2 on him. He had 2 guard named Xavier Worthy.
Either way, man, we meet y'all in the SEC championship.
If
Put your
y'all
where your mouth.
survive the West,
If we meet y'all in the SEC championship, put your money where your mouth at.
I mean, we could do that, bro.
Don't talk me to death and don't $20 me. That
We
ain't nothing.
could do that. We could do that, bro. We could put a dub on that, bro.
I know you're gonna make it sound good for the podcast, but as soon as we get to work in the locker room, you're like, nah, I ain't betting, man. Nah,
I put a dub on it. I mean, I don't really gamble. You know this. This ain't new. This ain't new.
Why you want to put a dub on it, man? Make it worth something.
That is worth something. That worth a lot to me. That worth a whole dub.
I tell you what, put a shift trade in.
Put a shift trade in.
Yeah. When you on one of your off days, if I'm scheduled to work on a weekend and you off that weekend, you coming in for me.
Nah.
Oh.
My weekend's too valuable. I'm sorry. My weekends are too valuable for that.
Y'all hear that? He won't even I ain't even asking for money now.
Not a weekend. A weekday we could do. Weekend?
No, I'm talking about a week. Okay, Friday. That's a weekday. Friday is a weekday.
All right, that's a bit.
The weekend technically it's Saturday and Sunday. So Friday, when I gotta come in off of my 7-day that Friday night, you coming in for me.
Yeah, because we'll be coming all night. Yeah, that work. All
right, now I'm going to write that shift trade up tomorrow when I get to work.
You sound real confident. You sound real confident for a team that can't throw the ball.
I'm gonna put it in my locker.
You real confident for a team that can't pass the ball. Just saying.
I got a reason to be.
You don't, because you still got to get past LSU.
Y'all weakness ain't LSU defense is worse than y'all.
LSU defense ain't good. Let's just first of all, don't be comparing Georgia defense to LSU defense. That's disrespectful.
You want to talk about we got to get past LSU like they defense or something?
No, their defense ain't, but they can pass the ball and y'all can't.
Yeah, we can stop the pass too.
If you say so. I mean,
did you not hear me? Did you not hear me just tell you we like 3rd in the nation in sacks? Come
on, man. I watched the Texas game, man. I don't have no faith in y'all passing defense. Y'all corners gonna get them pass interference passes. They gonna get them pass interference.
That defense is no longer. It don't even look like the same defense.
So
everybody tell you.
So let me see if I got it straight. So Kool-Aid McKinstry still playing corner. Tasharon Arnold still playing corner. Y'all gonna get these pass interference calls because y'all gonna grab. This is what y'all gonna do.
Right. Y'all ain't got but one receiver that really poses a threat, and that's Brock Bowers, and he got a hurt ankle. By the time they tackle him and roll that ankle a little bit and get him limping a little bit, we ain't worried about the rest of it. Y'all running game dried up, everybody hurt. Y'all need to holler at y'all strength and conditioning coach. Y'all got three goddamn on running backs. So y'all playing 5th string running backs right now. Y'all got Douglas back there. Y'all got TJ Green and Douglas back there in the backfield right now.
First of all, JJ Green and Brendan Douglas was there at work. You gonna quit hating on them boy.
Yeah, I mean JJ Green and Douglas back there.
Hey, the boy would have gave you that work too. Like it's a game.
Oh man. But yeah. I'm for real now. You think I'm playing? Y'all, we play y'all in the SEC championship. Y'all probably gonna be favored
if y'all make it.
If y'all make it, you don't know. Florida might beat y'all.
We already know.
You don't know that. Any given Saturday.
If long as Graham Mertz the quarterback, they ain't got a chance.
Any given Saturday, man. What was Auburn quarterback name? Exactly. You can't even think his name.
You stupid. Auburn quarterback can move though. Graham Mertz can't. That's why I ain't worried about it. He can't move at all.
Joe Milton can.
You worry about Joe Milton?
No, but I'm saying y'all got to get through them to get to the SEC championship. Are they in the East?
Hey, you talk about Jalen Miro got a deep ball. Joe Milton is slaying that thing at 100 yards.
He might will.
Are you worried? Are you nervous? You should be.
Not at all.
You should be.
Listen, man.
But I like Alabama in the game, man. I like Alabama.
In what game?
In the game against Tennessee.
Oh, I thought
What?
you said you like Tennessee.
No. I said I like Alabama in this game because y'all should be able to run the well, y'all should come out, run the ball, shorten the game, and be smart. Make Joe Milton make the mistake. Nah, if y'all game plan ain't we gonna run the ball and play this old school football against Tennessee, then yeah, y'all gonna mess it up. Y'all gonna mess it up, man. Unless Jalen Miro come out and have one of them games where they let him be him and he able to hit wide open receivers. If that don't happen, it's gonna be a problem. Cause you
I don't
trying to
know,
sit
man.
back there in that pocket against that D line, that ain't gonna work. Not with your offensive line, it ain't.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think we're gonna pull it out. One thing we've been doing is finding a way. I think we're gonna continue that streak.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna tune in, man. 3:30.
I know you have. You've been tuning in all season.
I haven't, But Georgia off, so I gotta watch something. Might as well watch
Yeah.
the B team.
Well, tune in, my boy. Tune in.
Well, all right, man. We'd have been on this call way too long already, so they're gonna wrap this thing up.
All right, my boy. Well, as you know, roll tide.
Man, go dog.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches, boy. I was in the game on 4th and inches. Go put me in the game on 4th and inches. Put me in the game on 4th and inches. Go put me in the game on 4th and inches. And